Good morning children. So up to now we discussed about the root system, isn't it? In the taproot and about the fibrous roots, the variations we discussed, and now we are going to be continue about the aerial roots. Okay. Actually, what is the specialty of the aerial roots means? These roots are grown above the ground. It means, and this is not from the root, other part of the plant. It means from the branches and from the stem, these roots will be grow. So the roots that grow from the other parts of the plant and are seen above the ground are known as aerial roots. See, for example, in Mahbubnagar district we'll have Pillar Mani, isn't it? The banyan tree which is having so many branches, and even we can see that the roots which are above the ground itself, and those roots are very strong, and it is highly impossible as to know which is the real stem or original stem for that. It means so many sub branches, sub stems will be grown more. Okay, so for that purpose it will become difficult as to know where is the main stem. Like that, the aerial roots above the ground, all the parts of the plant it will grow. And not only that, one more best example for the aerial roots are mangroves. So these are the forest. In the forest area, these plants will be grow in West Bengal near the river basin. Near the river basin, these mangroves, the mangroves plants will grow, and these mangroves plants also have aerial roots. We can clearly see that aerial roots which are above the ground. So what is the function of the root? So up to now we discussed about the roots. Three different kinds of roots, isn't it? Taproot, fibrous root and aerial roots. So taproot is having the only main root, and subroots are different. And fibrous roots will be having so many like bushes, it will be have the roots, and it will be the fibrous root will not go deep into the soil. Easily we can pluck the plant. But taproot, it will be, the root will be go very deep of the soil, and it is difficult as to pluck out that plant. And coming to the aerial roots, which will be grow above the soil and have the so much strongness in these roots. So what is the use of the roots? So up to now, by listening this, you can understand that yes, roots are the main sources to supply the water and minerals from the soil. Through the roots only, it will be supplied to the stem. Okay, so first one is the roots, which will be the more food. The roots store food, and the plants like, for example, carrot, isn't it? Carrot, you will be eat it. Carrot, radish, beetroot. So actually these are all the roots only, and in these roots only the food is stored, and food for the plants in the roots, and we eat these roots as vegetarians only, vegetables. And not only that, roots can prevent the soil. How can the roots will prevent the soil? I mean, the roots will hold the soil. So when you pour water, the water, along with the water, the soil also float away. But if the trees are there, these roots, what it will be do means it will tightly hold the soil. Because of that, the soil erosion will be stopped. And third one, root, what is the main aim, the function of the root means it will fix the plant very strongly in the soil, and it will prevent the plant and it will prevent the plant to get uprooted. And not only that, roots absorb water and minerals from the soil and send to the other parts of the plant. Next, about the shoot system. So up to now we discussed about the root system. So stem. So what does a stem contain? Shoot system. Now, second part of the plant. One is root. One more one is stem. So shoot. In that, what will be? We can see it means the stem. Stem will comes under the shoot system. Branches, branches will come under the shoot system, and not only that, leaves will come under the root system, shoot system, and buds will become under the shoot system. Next, flowers. After the flowers, fruits. So these all will be contained under the shoot system. Stem, branches, leaves, buds, flower, fruits. So these will be comes under the shoot system. So what does stem? What are the functions of the stem? The functions of the stem is it support the plant. What it will be do? It will give support. It will give support to the plant to be strong, and not only that, it carries, it supply water and nutrition to the plant, and these it can be helpful. Whatever the water and nutrition will be supplied to the stem, that will be carried to the leaves, and the leaves, those will be utilized to prepare the food. And not only that, these stems also store the food. What it will be do? It will store the food, and it will be stored in the stems as vegetables. Okay, so this is the use of the or function of the stem. What it will do, children? Function the stem will give support to the plant, and it will supply water and nutrition from the roots to branches, and not only that, it will store the food. Okay, next, second category, and branches, it will prepare the leaves and it will give the support to the plant to extend. And the third one will be the leaves. So many different kinds of leaves are there. Actually, the leaves will be known as food factories. What it will be known? Food factories. Why it will be known factories? Actually, in factory, what they will do, children? They will manufacture the goods, isn't it? So in factories, they'll manufacture the goods, and in the leaves, the food will be prepared. Okay, actually the leaves will be called as kitchen of the plant. Okay, food factory. And one more word, it is the kitchen of the plant also, because the leaves using the water, nutritions from the soil and sunlight. So using these three, and in green color leaves, chlorophyll. The chlorophyll will be present in the green color leaves. So that will be prepare the food for the plant. Okay, and preparing of the food in the leaves is known as photosynthesis. Okay, so and that food what is prepared in the leaves, that will be supplied to the different parts of the plant. And the yellow color fruits, yellow color leaves, it will be not contain chlorophyll. Only in the green color leaves the food will be prepared for the leaves. And next one will be the buds, flowers, fruits, and buds, flowers, and fruits. And from the fruits we'll get the seeds also, isn't it? So the stem bears buds, and that will be turns into the flowers, and after that most of the flowers will be grown into the fruits. And moreover, all the fruits, so many fruits will be have seeds inside them, and the fruit pulp protects the seeds, and most baby plants are growing from the seeds itself, and most plants reproduce through the seeds, and the seeds have the baby plants in them. So when a seed gets enough air, water, and sunlight, the baby plant appears, and it will be sprout up, and when kept in the soil, it will be grows like a new plant. So the trees, now in the lesson the plant kingdom, we understood that the greenery is the most important for us and for the nature also, isn't it? For the living beings, the greenery is most important, and as well as to maintain the balance in the nature also, the greenery is very important. So plants and animals both are independent. So if trees are cut down, there will become imbalance, and oxygen what will be releasing in the atmosphere, the oxygen will get less, and even vegetables, fruits, isn't it, and leafy vegetables, this all will get less. So if you cut down more trees, the oxygen levels will be decreased and we'll get the food shortage. And not only that, the trees will give shelter to the animals. So if you cut down the trees, the animals will not have the shelter. And if we hurt and kill animals, there will be less carbon dioxide and the soil will be less fertile. So we must plant more trees and protect our animals as well as our nature and environment also. Okay, so this is the lesson about the plant kingdom, children. Once again you have to read from the lesson, and after reading the lesson from the textbook, and what you have to do means in the page number 121, section 2, section 3, section 4, choose the correct answers, fill in the blanks, and true or false are there, as well as activity zone. Here find out the names of a spicy leaf by naming the picture is there, so that also you have to complete. Okay, and in the next class we will continue spell words and question answers.